Good evening, everyone. Welcome to ZSR Main. Today we've got another match of the Link to the Past Randomizer Crosskeys Tournament 2026. We've got ourselves a match between FuriousMagic and Taelin. I'm Star, and joining me on comms tonight is Tafile. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much, Star. Tracking for us tonight, we have Tyler W. and Wallkicks. Thank you, Wally. Thank you, Tyler. And so with the 2026 tournament, kind of like last year, there's a bunch of different little flags that can be added so that the Crosskeys experience is a little different. So this is actually going to be kind of different than what we're normally used to seeing on ZSR. Mostly because we're going to start inverted. But we also will have the flute, which helps deal with a lot of the problems with inverted. It's going to give us early East Darkhold access, early mountain access, so we can do some stuff. The runners are also going to have a mirror scroll, which is like a mirror, so they can warp to the front dungeon, so they don't have to take death warps as much, so expect a lot more dungeon diving. But you can't do some of the, like, Paradox Cave block deletions, for example. And I believe that's and Zelda Woods, which is also another kind of major thing. Normally with the entrance randomizer for Crosskeys, the Skullwoods entrances and drop downs are all shuffled within a pool themselves. That's not going to be the case. They can now go anywhere in the pool. So we've got another basically, like, instead of just like 5 drop downs, we now have to track about 12. Overall. So again, this is going to be a pretty fun start, just because we can kind of get into Skullwoods immediately, check at least 3 drop downs, and then, go everywhere else.
Absolutely. Should be an interesting one here. Going to start our runners off, and we'll see how this goes. Both pretty experienced runners here. Seen plenty of them in tournaments past. Should be a fun matchup to see how this goes. I know you were saying earlier that how long this might take. Crosskeys on a base Crosskeys can be as little as can be sub 2 hours often for top runners nowadays. This may or may not take a bit longer. We'll find out.
I mean, Fluid and Mirror Scroll is probably going to help expedite things a little bit. Yep.
And immediate Big Key to Swamp, not one of the more useful ones, unfortunately, even in these settings, but at least it's less fetch quests for later.
Yeah. And now I don't know if the flute is pre-activated, or they might have to just go walk over to essentially Feast now to reactivate it.
I think it is, but I'm also not 100% sure. Is first Hyrule Castle entrance already okay?
Yeah, don't really have any way of dealing with the guards in the back, so this will probably be checking entrances. They're very much locked up right now.
That's French vanilla.
Yeah.
And Hyrule Castle top right is Pod. Okay, first of our dungeons just for the day.
Yeah. Pod's really nice to find early on, because 1, it's really easy to take a death in the start of Pod, so we can set up with the Super Bunny. 2, the front of Pod has a lot of bombs under pots, which means we're going to at least get out of here probably with 4 or 5 bombs.
Always nice to have.
Okay, well.
Speaking of bombs, there's some.
Yeah, we'll see how much either runner. So it looks like Fury's going to go for the what would be normally the Mimic Clip over on the right side, and so is Taelin. Or Taelin's just mailing. Yeah. Like, this isn't a bad call. This is items for Fury, but also, like, this is, yeah, I guess also a weird coincidence of this being inverted. It's the central tech. Yes, that's the drop down that would be with the pyramid, essentially replace our pyramid hole drop down. Yeah. Okay.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%.
I'll take that, especially if we're going to end up in Skullwood sooner than later and we have to deal with Gyptos. I don't think anybody went into the castle tower entrance, and I didn't see the barrier up.
Well, we don't have anything to get past the barrier.
Oh, that's
and
right.
It's
no,
also
it's
GT. That's a fair point.
That's right. That's right. The castle tower entrance in this mode is GT. That's right.
Yep. Hey, chat was discussing if the flute was pre-activated. It is, as we can see here.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can't open up that center entrance of Hyrule Castle because it's locked by 7 crystals.
Ooh, boots.
Okay, that's really major actually. And the single arrow has somehow found itself into pod, but it doesn't matter. Fairy has found boots.
Yep, that is a very big find for Taelin there. Going to be a huge help in getting places.
Yeah, that's really, like, I can't really state how big that's going to end up being. This is Castle Tower entrance, for inverted. Hey, it's the other side of Spectacle Rock.
Cool. Around a couple of caves, decided to clear out for now. Going to flute to the mire area. Got a 2 entrances and 3 entrances. Sorry, and a medallion to check. And promptly missed the medallion for mire. Whoops.
It's either.
Okay, we've got Desert Right on FuriousMagic's side in chest game. I think Meyer Shed left was garbage. Meyer Shed right, yeah.
Very essentiated is Meyer Shed right, yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to take that connector just yet. Ow, that's for FM, though not too bad to get back there with Flute as we find one end of Bumper Cave for Taelin.
Yeah, we can't do anything with that one just yet. Where is Dark Sync going to be? Oh, convenient.
Okay.
Yeah, see, your Skullwood is no longer, it's in the rest of the pool. And this is exactly why you want a nice early reward.
And on the other side, we did find one end of Super Bunny Cave here in the Mire area, so having cleared the entrances, we're going to take that. Small key to TR for Fury.
Yeah, so that was actually, Fairy Ascension took us to the TR Bridge, and then the TR Bridge took us to Super Running. So that's good knowledge.
As looks like the other end. As we've ended up in CAC for Fury.
Yeah.
Boy, my notes sheet is going to be a mess here as we find the other end of Super Bunny is Desert Right.
Yeah.
Nothing on Desert Ledge. And we've got... Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of value in Kakariko today, but we still need to find the Moon Pearl before we can really get into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate this. I don't like this from Taelin, but also you're kind of taking a long chain of connectors to get to the... Okay, game.
Okay. Hype Cave it. Hype Cave? Or, yeah. And Blue Mail here in Hype Cave.
Yeah. We start with a mirror scroll, so death warping isn't an issue anymore. We found 2 sides of Paradox. Fortunately, that means Paradox is not going to be in logic until... Alright, what's a GT?
Oh, where was GT? I missed that entrance.
It was at a flute spot, so I'm assuming it's either...
Swamp.
It's probably...
Oh, Swamp, because F Fury was just at Dark... was it just at Type Cave, Dark Hype Cave, which was vanilla, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Nothing on the Lake Island. And Mimic Cave, which we can't do anything with.
Yeah. Like, I get why Taelin is doing this, but also, like, there's so much value in Dark World right now.
Okay, well, there's the last Hyrule Castle entrance, which... funny.
Yeah.
And library is junk.
Yeah, that was a little cash. Very nice bomb. Kill for the guards.
Smoky to Skull Woods, okay.
King Stone can't do anything about. Like, I hate bunny walking in a Crosskeys seat at the stage. And like, it's one of those things where I understand why it's happening, but on the other hand, like, this just doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Okay, Meyer in the eastern entrance. And oh, there's our bumper connector.
Yeah, because it's inverted, we need to mirror in order to get to the top of that normally. So that is a good entrance to know for future reference.
And Light Flute 5 is a fairy, which we don't care about.
Alright, pod is nothing. More fluting, probably Dark Potion Shop.
Nope, we're going to back to Vo here for F Fury. Going to take a look up north.
Yeah.
And proceeds to find one of our rupee caves.
I mean, Taelin dynamic clipping, like, early on, like, that's a spot where I might have even skip it just because it's so not hard to get to, but it just feels really bad that those are the routes.
Oh, yeah, it is. And we have no idea where our bow is.
Yeah.
Our bows are old, technically. Found our old man. I missed which entrance that was for Taelin. Whoops.
Dark Potion Shop.
Okay, so that's not the most useful of save quits. Maybe the back end will be a bit better.
Mushrooms on the upper ledge.
Okay. And Old Man Back was Desert Left, which gets that gets us one new entrance when we get the glove. Desert Ledge was junk, so not terribly useful as connectors go there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like also like we can get into like pack kill pretty easily with that Skullwoods.
Yep.
But hey, Stumpy.
Our castle small.
Yeah, not the worst thing in the world. Means that we're not beating AGA 1 or AGA 2 for just our castle access later.
Yep.
Oh, actual Mafia entrance.
Yep. The well, also here in Skull Woods.
Yeah.
And I did miss where Skull Woods Bridge was. Okay, archery game.
Yeah, no, that's the drop down from the back.
So that's good information. A map for Taelin, Eastern, and oh, Fire Rod and Skull Woods. Nice find.
Town Center, I got DuPont region.
Mm-hmm. And we get connected to the Magic Bat area here.
Yeah. Got so many keys we have to go back to. Because
yes.
we're...
Yep. And by the bottle vendor, just a heart container though, which isn't terribly helpful in terms of progression.
No. Good, we set off the snitch.
Yep.
We purposely set off the snitch so that way we are going to deboost and yeah.
3 bombs for all that trouble. Lovely.
Yeah, it's not the worst plan. Set it off so that way we purposely take damage and super run ourselves into a door so we can open up the bot item. Now I'm not sure exactly how far Fury got into Hyrule Castle.
With the map chest and Veils.
Yeah, so the Hyrule Castle Smoky's going to kind of feel bad here, because this just means, like, the other 2 checks were launching.
Yeah. Which, at least it's not awful to get back to, because it's it's right near start. Or, well, there's an entrance at Dark Flute 5, so yeah, extremely convenient.
Yeah.
Coming back, okay, he's doing these entrances now.
Just a heart container, though. Interesting. We're starting to really run out of spots for stuff that isn't, like, maybe like Death Mountain, potentially. Oh.
Yeah, we are running low. East Death Mountain certainly, I think that's likely the play here. I'm not extremely familiar with inverted crosskeys. It's, I think the last time Cobbler was my first ever crosskeys. Was about 5 years ago, so...
Yeah.
Been a hot minute. I don't remember the particulars of inverted crosskeys terribly well.
Yeah.
So I have to think about it for a minute here. But I do think between our runners, looking at my notes, we've seen pretty much the connectors we're able to take. There is one thing. Desert Right is oh no, Desert Back's a chess game. We haven't seen... Have we seen any of the other desert entrances? I'm failing it.
Nah, We haven't seen any of the desert entrances, I don't think. We just saw the one in Village of Outcast. Also, I don't think either runner has gone and seen what the Pyramid Ledge item is.
No, they haven't. No, because we got connected to the Light World half of Hyrule Castle immediately, but we haven't seen the Dark World Pyramid Ledge. No.
Fire Rod was in Skull Woods, in Pinball Chest, actually.
Yep. Which that entrance was actually in the Skull Woods area. One of those entrances.
Yeah, I don't expect Taelin to miss that for long.
I doubt it. Yeah. Apparently, Fury got a bottle from somewhere I missed. Where was that?
I think that was Bottle Ender, I think.
Found.
I don't remember. I mean, we have seen Sick Kid. That was at Curiosity Show.
Right, that's my own
Skull.
bandit.
Yeah, that could also be Skullwoods. Hey.
Yeah, I did notice that the Lost Woods drop down wasn't the Skull Woods. My I take notes on entrances and item placements, but when I've got Zulka Woods and inverted, it's making my notes a mess at the moment. Apologies.
Yeah.
Small key here to Meyer, which is totally useless right now. That's not our solution to progression.
Yeah. What was it in the Thieves' Town entrance?
This end of Skull Woods.
Yeah, that's right.
Which this will get him his first TR small is what was here, but that's equally useless right now.
Yeah. I think Fury has to basically go to the mountain at this point. Well, still has to do, also, I should point out, we can flute to, and it's not normally that, like, this is another thing where, like, starting flute does to the seed. Dark Shopping Mall. Dark Shopping Mall normally requires us to have flippers to get to, but there's actually a flute point there in inverted. So we can actually go take a look at the two entrances there. We can't do the Club Rock, but we could do the other two caves.
Look at that. Yeah, that might very well be progression with how little we have to do right now.
Yeah. So, we'll see. Fury's gonna potentially get some time back up to Taelin in a second, just because he could do some of this Light World stuff that Taelin was doing. I kind of feel like he probably won't, just because he has boots. And you kind of want to stick in the Dark World for as long as you can, until you find the Moon Pearl, and then you'll just go do everything, but with boots, so it's faster.
Yeah. They're probably praying for early go for Dark Shopping Mall. Possible. Unfortunately, it might not pay out, as we find Mini Moldorm Cave there on north of Cac. So Taelin now checking out a bunch of these Light World entrances. We saw Cac's entrances from Fury earlier, but we didn't really see these northern checks, so got a couple new entrances here for Taelin.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Shopping Mall ain't too bad with them. That's a hard container.
And a small key in Lost Woods.
Yeah. Takes it a spiral key up there at the top of the mountain, at the back of the Lost Woods.
I was gonna say that's top of Lost Woods and not top of the mountain.
Yeah. I think this will potentially be a Guinness Cave. I'm not sure where else.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, hey, there's Sank at the Lumberjack.
And I think Fury's going to find Paradox, take Paradox, get spit out, and then ignore Paradox.
Yep. We did apparently find We did apparently find Desert Right. Okay, so my memory wasn't totally nuts. Oh, it was Desert Right at Chest Game, and it was not Desert
Yeah.
Back. That's my own bad notes being the problem. Cane of Samaria doesn't really do much of anything right now, but good to have.
Yeah, I mean, if we find Turtle Rock, it's nice, but that's if we find Turtle Rock.
I guess we can do Tile Room, that's true from chat. We do have GT at Swamp Palace, so super easy to get to.
Yeah.
Desert left is Paradox Bottom.
Now, let's see what's on us. Like
Nothing. There's Checkerboard Cave, which gets a second.
Fury is very much. I'm looking for whatever the heck is on Logic right now. I'm very close to finding Moon Pearl. I'm going to find Moon Pearl before I do anything on Light World, which is kind of how I feel like I would probably end up routing this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ice Rock Cave's almost a no.
Okay, Ice Rod Cave was at Dark Ice Rod Fake Cave, which is slightly funny. And no, TR back, which...
Hey, you know about that Samaria?
Now that... Or not TR back, TR Big Chest. Yeah, now that's a bit more useful. Which entrance was that again?
That would be the other side of the Goodby Cave.
Or what cave?
That'd be the other side of Dark Ice Rock Cave. The blow up the...
Right, got it, sorry. My sense of direction is apparently really awful right now. Whoops.
Yeah. So this isn't logic, because we have Samaria to kind of get ourselves across the gap, and then we can go through the door above the big chest to get into this part of TR. So this isn't logic. Fury doesn't know this because he doesn't have the Samaria. But... yeah.
Not really paying out with anything, though. But we are going to check this connector here.
Yeah. And this is also 100% on logic to do.
Yep, with the cane, so we find... back of Skullwoods. Convenient.
That should be wall access.
And you are correct. Finding
Quake.
Quake. The key to Eastern, the lamp, and the glove. Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah. Glove opens up a couple new entrances. Lamp, I guess, puts Dark Cross in logic.
Dark Cross, we can go to the sewers, so that's 4 checks, and then rescuing the old man is now in logic as well.
Yep. Taelin's going to clear out from the clear out the Skullwoods entrances. See everything here. And DM Ascension Cave there was junk. Okay, yeah, and that was the bottle here, and the Lost Woods drop down that I'd missed. Whoops.
Yep. Alright, if you're chasing logic this hard, you're probably going to go up around and then take a look for the dark caves now.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should also know that he's seen Desert in the Village of Outcasts area, and
Yes.
we'll hope eventually check the other connectors. We do still have the desert middle connector too to check. We haven't seen.
Yeah. Yeah, just go rescue the old man. You know the saving point ain't great, but just get this done. It's an item. It's in logic.
You might as well.
There's legitimately only a few things in here that I could do. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that Fury didn't go into desert without logic boots, but on the other hand, also like it's right next to a warp point. And he just was checking some other stuff around there, probably looking for maybe a Desert Palace small key before going in, and then took a death. Which I think probably impacted decisions.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nothing on Spec Rock there for Fury. Oh, Sword on Old Man. That's nice. Again, I don't think that does a whole lot of anything right now, but it's good to have.
Logically, no. Practically, it's incredibly useful.
Oh yeah, very useful in a practical sense. Logically is dubious.
Interesting. We've seen the other side of that connector as well, so that links east and both sides of Death Mountain. Fire Rod for Taelin.
Yep.
We could get into TR if it is quite that is true. I'm not 100% sure what exactly. This looks to be normal inverted because we don't have the flute spot to inverted one to know because we don't have the flute spot up to Hera, but.
Oh yeah, we have catfish access now with that glove. Or the boots earlier, for that matter. Just hadn't gotten over here yet.
No, there's still a rock you gotta lift. Yeah, nobody's gone over to that side of Death Mountain because they haven't wanted to deal with finals quite yet.
Yep.
Oh,
there's Moon Pearl. Catfish! Okay, game.
Alright, that's a fun little setup right there.
Yeah, thanks. Had to go to Desert in the Village of Outcasts to get your cane, to go to Dark Shopping Mall with our starting flute, to go to the TR Big Chest, to get it connected out to Skullwood's back for the well to get access to Catfish. Nice game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Fury is gonna... Like, this will probably work out well for Fury because there's another entrance to Desert Palace here, and when he sees the second side of Desert Palace, he's just going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's 2 items, and, well...
Okay, Ether for the TR entrance, so we're not going there yet. And Taelin's about to find his well connector. Or connector to the well. Flippers!
it's Spiral Cave.
Yep, saw the other end earlier. It's at the top of Lost Woods.
Yeah.
So a little annoying to get one way here.
Yeah, this is gonna... We still don't know where that other side of Desert Palace is.
Haven't a clue. Nope.
Because Sirius is now going to go to Light World.
Yeah. Saw a key here earlier, going to pick it up, giving us key to TR. Okay, that's 2.
Yeah. Right side pod was...
That was Hyrule Castle top right, which our top left was was Hyrule Castle main. And Hyrule Castle first entrance is just by Dark World Lake, so it's like that's basically the first thing they did was find Todd.
Yeah. Now we're gonna find ourselves a new Moldorm Cave here.
Brilliant Moon Pearl was Catfish.
Yeah. Catfish and Taelin's going to have to go... Like, this isn't a bad shot from Taelin with Samari and Fire Rod. Not in logic, but it's not a bad shot. This is pretty dense. I was going small. But... hopefully doesn't follow through and go out the front. It just mirrors back and checks the entrance, because... Like, to go all the way out here requires all the small keys. At least from this direction. Yeah,
and we know, although Taelin doesn't, that he very much needs to take the TR left entrance, because that is his well access for, well, everything.
Oh, hey, it's Suckshot Cave.
Cool. Can do the first check there, and the connector.
See what the sanctuary item is.
Small key to Skull Woods, that's all 3.
Yeah.
Small key to TR in TR, that's also 3 TR smalls.
Yeah, that would indicate that getting into TR logically...
is from the other end, is from that entrance.
Yeah, you have to come in from the front. You can't come in from the back.
Yep. And we'll find out where we're supposed to logically get here from.
It's going to be in the Light World somewhere, which is going to feel really bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that is Light Hype Cave here. As Fury just got connected out race game from Hugshot Cave.
Yeah.
Not too bad to find.
No.
And it's a guaranteed connector in inverted, so... And Eastern here... At the dam, which... Fury can do just about everything in once he gets there. Except for beat the boss.
Yeah, I kinda want a bow.
That's our last Meyer key, for whatever that's worth. Which, we do know where it is, but maybe not a priority right this second.
This way, because Fury knows that this way is, he went through, he got spat out at the Monk Rocks, and this is Paradox Cave, so this is 7 items.
Yep.
And we also can kind of, like, get to Village of to Kakariko from Village of Outcast at any point, because, the East Town entrance is a Skull Woods entrance that just takes you out to the well. So, not a real big importance on looking for a hammer or a second pair of gloves right now. Taelin hates that.
Yeah.
Now these are 2 entrances that Fury kind of has orphaned on the bottom of Death Mountain.
Yep. Unfortunately, they are junk. Red mail for Fury.
Yep.
And a big key to Meyer. Meyer's now beatable. Might not be much fun, but it's beatable.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do an right side GT, potentially.
Looks like it, yeah, which, not in logic, but got Fire Rod, got a cane. They're looking for checks to do here.
Yeah. Furious's going for Hobo. It's got a lot of overworld you can do.
Mm-hmm. I mentioned that Myers completable. Between the two of them, yes, but Fury doesn't have a cane yet. He hasn't been back to Desert, so that might be a bit, which is fine. I don't think it would necessarily be a priority, even if he did have the cane right now. Meyer is in the eastern entrance today.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if Fury's going to try to clean up some of the logic here. Yeah, okay. Knows that needs Samari or potentially needs Samari or Hookshot.
Yeah, because that's how he got, because he needed that TR connector, which is Hookshot or Samaria locked, so.
Okay, yeah. Well, on the other hand, I think if this is going to be going into Light World here to check the Brothers connector. That also is pretty good, because that'll get him on the other side of Death Mountain. Not quite. Gonna do the 2 drop downs.
Yeah. Tile Room was a bust on Taelin's side.
Alright. What's Compass Room got? $300.
Map to Skull Woods. Yawn. And a lot.
I'm gonna go back and do more Light World.
Yeah. Fury going back to CAC here with this connector.
Yeah. Still haven't checked the back of Tavern item. Aegina's Cave was up in here. Graveyard Ledge was also here.
Yeah, there's a few different items over here that we haven't seen. Yeah, it's not great that Taelin that right side GT was a bunch of trash, because Fury's not going there anytime soon, and has no reason to with how much else he has open.
Yeah. Taelin really kind of needs something to start equalizing, like to find something that will equalize things out, because everything they're going to do, Fury is right now going to miss a lot of the things Taelin did, and has boots, and can first strip a lot of the things that Taelin had kind of bunny walked to.
Yeah. Because while we've seen these areas before for Taelin, he couldn't pick up the checks in them due to no Moon Pearl. And Taelin's just, unfortunately, doing checks and entrances we've already seen on his end. Spiral Cave will connect him out to the top of Lost Woods. And okay, Aga Tower here in CAC. I missed that earlier.
Fury didn't do it because this is Bush House.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'd be why.
Also, Taelin really needs to realize that this going TR west-east, east to west is kind of a big connector. Oh boy, well there's the bow.
Okay, that's an beatable Eastern.
Yep.
And that's a bow and that's boots now in logic.
Yep, there's Swamp.
Okay. When is Taelin going back to pod with no keys found? Good question. Pod's not that difficult to get back to. We saw it like 3 minutes in. As oh, hey, there's Ganon, my useless fairy.
Yeah.
And there's Desert Main. I missed what entrance that was. Whoops.
That was the brewery. Sorry, not the brewery, but where you start, you know, the sealed shed in Kakariko.
Yeah, the bomb hut. Yeah.
Yeah, which unfortunately is kind of was Taelin's major out.
Was if that was anything good, but Fury instead is able to pick up his cane, which that's really the big thing here. Yeah. What was in the pod area? I'm not particularly recalling. Oh, this entrance, right?
Yeah, this
was the bumper ledge connector.
But yeah, that basically repairs Furious's logic chain, essentially. Completely net with the bow getting boots and logic.
Yep. So he's now got everything back in logic and is just double checking out these couple entrances we saw earlier.
Yeah. Not gonna take that connector, knows where it goes, knows it's nothing really useful. Fortunately, at this point, like, Fury's just going to be off to the races for a little bit. This is actually going to be another entrance here, because this is Desert Palace left. We have a glove. We can take a look at the back of Desert Palace now.
Sure can.
And we also have a glove, so we can take a look at checkerboard. And just... Yeah, unfortunately...
And there's a cave, there's a glove block cave over here by Desert too, we can check.
Unfortunately, Taelin just did not think to do the one connector. That was in logic.
Yeah,
it went out of logic with Turtle Rock.
Yeah, this is unfortunately hurting quite a bit for Taelin. Okay, there's Smiths.
This Leaster Palace, bow.
Big key, lamp even. We have everything we need to beat this place, and it is a crystal, so that'll be our first crystal here.
Yep.
I was looking at my notes. I think we found almost all of our dungeons except for Hera, Thieves, and Ice, by the looks of my notes. Hey, two more checks in Desert.
We still haven't seen the back of Desert, but yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, those are the 4 dungeons that we haven't seen. We have not yet seen Blind Hut for item caves, Spike Cave, Cave 45. I don't think we've seen Chicken Hut or Saha.
We have not. We've also haven't found the Witch or the Dam.
Yeah.
Or the Bomb Shop's another one that we're missing.
Unfortunately, also Taelin did not is not rescuing the old man, so it's not getting a sword out of this.
No, unfortunately.
Well, this is the front side of the old man cave, so if you know this, then you might as well start going forward.
Third bottle in Eastern, which is not really helpful at this point.
No. Well, at least it's now rescued the old man, which means that will be a sword.
Yeah, we'll be happy to see that at least.
at the desert.
Yeah, we found a fair few maps at this point. Per Taelin's personal tracker, he's got, yeah, it says 5 out of the maps for 5 out of our 10 dungeons.
Yeah, Fury's got about the same.
Yeah,
Three
well,
Dark
Fury's
World.
got the same. I think that Fury's got 5, which was, brain was going in different directions. Whoops.
But yeah,
Easter, not much of anything of his, not a whole lot of any kind of interest really here. I guess Desert Small being the real thing does open 2 checks and logically required to beat the dungeon, but not a whole lot else in here. It is at least a crystal.
yeah.
Yep, and okay, so Taelin looks like going to check the desert main entrance, which we know isn't unfortunately going to be all that helpful.
No, gonna end up back in the village again.
And Eastern's done for Fury. Absolutely nothing on the boss.
Yeah. Alright, well, just keep going. The screen during save and quit points, which is getting into thinky mode.
Yep, this is the what did I forget point of the seed. Which for chat, he needs to go check the TR left entrance. Connector for that is at the TR big chest, which is in Dark Shopping Mall, which is where he's finally going now.
Yeah.
Which, as Chad mentioned earlier, this is a place you don't necessarily want to go without the glove. Unfortunately, this hard locks the glove.
Yeah, he had already gone here, though, and just...
That too, and just unfortunately took the TR main entrance, which wasn't the answer. Brewery is a heart container. Additional heart container. My brain decided to go for French for a second there. Whoops.
Yeah,
and here's blind time. And mirror.
Actual mirror.
And I think it was our first pot small as well in here.
Yes.
Which is slightly funny that it's our first one this late in the seed, but sure. Now, Taelin is going to find the glove here and is going to feel very bad, as well as the lamp.
Yeah, there's Eastern Palace Big Key.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of do what Fury did and go take a look at a couple immediate claw blocks, and then probably float over and check Catfish.
Yep.
Find the Moon Pearl.
Oh, Light Palace. Ice Palace just moved to the Light World, apparently.
Yeah.
And Dark Ice Palace is the chest, and well, Ice Palace actual is chest game with another map. Okay.
So, yep. Well, we have Samaria, and we have a Fire Rod. So we're probably
we can
going
beat
to...
this.
We can't beat this. We don't have a hammer, but
oh yeah,
we can get we can get a bunch of the items in here.
Yep, we can. And now that I've said it, we might just have a hammer in here, which would be extremely rude. I keep forgetting you need hammer for Ice Palace, because usually by the time we get in here we have a hammer, but not today.
No. We do have Ice Palace Big Key, though.
That's true.
So no need to go back and hit the switch. We'll just keep pushing forward.
And there's that Moon Pearl for Taelin. 53 minutes in.
Taelin can now start the seed. But Can now start the light world portion of the scene, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Alright, well, here we go. That is hookshot blocked.
That's rude, game.
That's going to end up being hookshot blocked.
Yep.
So, hookshot's sitting somewhere, which will be really funny when it shows up to be iced tea.
I kind of called that one. Whoops.
Yeah. Looks like at least Taelin is heading for the back of Escape. So these are 4 items we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, this might be good for Taelin if there's anything useful back here. It's going to be a bit before Fury gets to these checks, I think.
Yeah.
Just because it's not hard to get to Hyrule Castle, just Fury has so much else to do, won't be a priority.
Unfortunately, Fury also now has regular light world access, so the rounding for Fury is going to get a lot easier. I kind of imagine after this is done, it'll be a trip up to Zoroth and then hunting more entrances.
I would imagine so, yeah. Zora, well, we know Useless Fairy's canon. We can do Waterhole Fairy entrance and all of that. Ice-T was not our hookshot, so we did not fairy entrance and all of that. Ice-T was not our hookshot, so we did not jinx the seed there. And yeah, agreed with chat, this is a very pink Ice Palace today for Taelin.
Yeah.
It's a little bright for my taste, but, well, that's how Palette Shuffle goes sometimes.
Yep. Fury can quickly grab some items out of the refill room.
Yep, small key to pod number 2. Okay.
You know, that's not bad.
Might help get him back to his boots at some point a little faster.
Yeah. This gotta go up to the mount, go up here, grab the item out of sync, and then start doing light world stuff.
Yeah. Because this will, Light Sync does connect him out to Light Lumberjack.
Yeah. Okay, we get a green. Ooh, missed a grouping of them, but got a decent amount of hits.
Yeah, this isn't the easiest, given that we're gonna have to do hammer here. But, there we go.
Yeah.
Heart piece and a red pendant, but well worth it for that hammer.
Book Shrub is shooting fairies at it. That's wonderful.
Okay.
No, I've ever seen it, but you know, honestly, as much as I've played this game, I honestly don't know how many times I've ever actually seen a bush crab shoot fairies.
Very uncommonly, I want to say. I don't remember the last time I've seen that either, to be honest. I'm gonna think about that one for a minute. Oh, we're setting up a walk-on one. Oh, this is the dam. We just literally didn't see this earlier. There's Mitts.
Oh, he forgot to check. Yeah, I was wondering what happened to this.
I was like, didn't we check this already? Ice Rod on Laser Bridge, which I missed where that was.
I think this is
Light Roll Death Mountain Ascension? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he did just get connected out from Sang, so yeah. And, okay, well, Ice Rod's convenient at least. Doesn't do anything right this second, but we have it at least. Not going to be hunting for it. And there's our chicken hunt. Okay, that's pod 3.
We're multiplying.
I think Crystal Roller is a new check for us, just $50.
Man.
Red Boomerang on Zora Ledge, okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna go for that.
Nah. Already got the blue, don't need another one. And Zora's a scam as usual. Snooze. Spike Cave in Graveyard Ledge. Can't check that yet for Taelin, but that'll be a check for Fury when he gets there.
Yeah. Alright, it's time to see what's on Right Side Desert.
And we do confirm it is a crystal here. And big key to TR. Okay.
Wonderful. Here he's gotta be Trinex pretty quickly. Because you're gonna go and find the TR pick. I mean, Fury even could just go and do. Fury can just take the long way to Trinex, even.
I mean, he'll eventually at some point know Furious. He's got full access to the entrance with Laser Bridge on it. He hasn't checked North Light World yet, so, or that part of North Light World yet, so.
Yeah. Gonna go kill Mothula.
May as well. Don't know if this is a pendant or crystal, but it's pretty quick to check. And it's an extra. If nothing else, it's an extra check on the boss. Keenest garbage. I think we saw that earlier.
Yep. Actually, kind of surprised Fury didn't grab the hammer pegs. Or
oh yeah, forgot that we have that available.
I kind of like turned that to do that with Smith or something while we're over on the screen.
Yeah, our Smiths are actually right next. Smith chain's gonna be a little rude to route because the Smith house is right next to the purple chest guy, which is a little annoying.
Yeah. Oh.
Last stand, pretty good fight here. 10 arrows, and okay, at least it's a crystal, so that's something. And we are going to grab the Smith's.
Gonna take the Smith into GT with us, why not?
Sure, going to check out Dark Magician room and see if we go any further after that. Logically need a hookshot to keep going left side.
Yeah,
We also have no GT small keys is another problem.
Yeah, but at least the kind of the nice thing is that this is kind of free with boots because you can just do the second. So this is like a free 4 items.
Yep. No, speaking of GT smalls, okay. And the pod big.
Well.
And big key to GT. Okay, game. Big key to GT in GT.
Alright, well, we're gonna go down right side. I think.
Looks like it, yep.
So
and there's that bow for Taelin, which may hopefully at some point send him back to his boots.
Yes. Which, for the record, Fury has had for about an hour and 2 minutes now.
You are correct, yes. Because we saw Pod about a minute into the seed, and yeah, he's had it for over an hour already, which has been great for him, and unfortunately it has not been Taelin's seed today.
No, just kind of missing that one connector. Everything's kind of spiraled since then.
Yeah. Which things he's routed very well based like his route has made sense for the items he's had. It's just that unfortunately with the route he's taken, he just hasn't had the items.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage.
Yeah. I think that was no, that was a Hyrule Castle map here.
Yeah, it was a dud.
Just gonna go full right? Yeah, full left side. Cleared the basement.
Yeah.
Denver said it, no, the checks in this game are in this basement. You might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Because right now, Fury doesn't know it, but basically beating Trinex is free. Finding...
Yep.
He can beat Meyer. He can beat Pod. He still needs help for beating Swamp, Thieves, and Hera, and Desert.
We don't even know where Thieves is. That's the other problem.
Yeah, still need a sword. Also, because a lot of this is essentially hookshot locked, you get a good idea where the heck the hookshot is, in case you do need it.
Yep.
If there's a lot of stuff here, like for example, I mean, you know, like the hookshot's not going to be an upstairs GT because it was completely hookshot locked, so you're just never going to go upstairs without the hookshot to begin with.
Nope, because GT Big Key was left side, need a hookshot to get that, so don't even bother. Yeah. It's a long climb for just a handful of checks too.
Yeah.
Now, random room, small key to swamp. We might need that. There's a set word, speaking of.
Yeah.
And TR4, which is logically required. I don't think really care at this point.
It does require 3 GT smalls that we haven't seen.
Exactly.
So beating Trinex is going to take a lot of keys to see logically.
There's that Desert Small, which is very much useful for Taelin.
Yeah, and Hookshot also, as AA said, well, Hookshot can be in Swamp, but it can only legitimately be the very first check of Swamp.
Yeah, that's it. Which we don't. Swamp's at the front of the bar, so we might.
Yeah.
So it's not. Well,
yeah, you pop in and take a look at it. We've already drained the dam. Yeah,
so just next time we're in CAC, we'll take a look, but it's not going to be we rush right back there at right this second for it.
No. There's a good shot that the hookshot is also locking the hammer. Because the hammer is right side Ice Palace, and it usually ends up being hookshot locked.
Yeah.
In entrance rando. And
Sarmos has Aslatara 1. That does get us another check. Yeah, that's also in CAC for that entrance.
Yeah. Scary, you gotta
turn in the Smith here, go to Light World and head down again.
Yeah, yeah.
He hasn't seen this yet. We know Taelin got connected out here earlier at...
Yeah, this is the front of TR.
Yeah, which is a pendant, so that's confirmed. We don't know which. We still haven't found Saha, so no idea where a green pendant is.
I mean, when you pull the eyes right out of it, when Fury inevitably pulls the eyes right, yeah, he'll just...
Because he's right there, and there's no real reason not to, but... Yeah.
Yeah, because we have seen a bunch of RTR smalls already.
We've seen all 4, just one of them's locked behind a zillion keys.
Yeah, yeah.
3 of them are in logic.
Yeah, The good thing with this particular route for Fury, though, it will be that when he gets done with this, he can kind of just leave him your portal or the Swamp Palace entrance, and just flip back up and grab everything, and then do everything again.
Mm-hmm.
Yourself the having to do all this transition work. I'd grab the arrows, honestly, just because you're at 12. But you've also killed both Armoses.
Yeah, maybe not the...
Red Crystal, Hera.
Okay. And crystals on Myers, Swamp, and Pod, I saw.
Yeah. Fury going to go for back of escape.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep, and Wally, one of our trackers, confirming, yeah, Thieves makes Thieves our last pendant. Thanks.
Yeah, which could mean that it is in fact in the Ganon's Tower entrance, which is the center of Hyrule Castle today. So.
Yep.
Unfortunately, there was nothing really up here.
No, not particularly.
Interested.
Back of Escape has Pod 3, but it's Pod 3 is what's back here.
3. Yeah.
Okay, we're seeing Light World shopping now for Taelin, which is good. Going to find his dam and the Blind's Hut, which had a few items in it.
Yeah.
My notes sheet is so convoluted I have to control F it. So. Taking a minute to figure out where I'm going. Let's see. Fury is back in the pod area, which this is a playback to Elder Cave. That goes back. Oh, he's backed up to Bumper to check that entrance and grab his shroom. There's that mirror for Taelin. Right, that was one of the items that was here, as well as keys to Ice and Pod.
Oh, we found what would normally be the Dark Lake Hylia shop here on top of Upper Ledge. If you're using this just to go buy a whole bunch of blue potions, because probably useful. And is forgot the mushroom.
Yeah.
And now I was gonna go check this, and then see its try next and go like, ah, come on.
Yeah, Fury did leave after clearing the map chest, so not probably going to go back to Front of Escape anytime fast. There was absolutely nothing there, so it's not a priority. So it's not going to hurt him.
He went back. He did go back eventually.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Alright, well. Alright.
Decides to skip Trinex for now, which can go back there anytime he wants. It's a pendant, I guess, and knows that his fourth key is his fourth TR key is extremely out of logic. So
in Fury's mind, Fury is hunting Desert Big and Hookshot, and so is probably really hoping to find the Desert Big first, and it's going to kind of skip anything that is potentially Hookshot locked in the meantime.
Yeah, which isn't an unreasonable idea.
No. Oh, we're gonna fake powder
magic bat. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, not a bad call.
No, might as well while you're here.
Taelin's gonna go probably find ice and dip into ice and get rewarded with a hammer.
Yep. Fetch quests on fetch quests. Shovels on the magic fan.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the King's Tomb entrance yet, so that'll be new, and this is going to be Spike Cave out of logic.
This is the world's worst use of 2 blue potions.
Yeah. Hey, if it works, it works, I guess. Doesn't really want to come back here. This is kind of a hike. We don't think we really have any good connectors over this way.
Yeah.
That's the other end of Bumper Cave, so we now don't care about that. And this is Fury confirming where Ganon is.
I mean, we could spin speed, but we can't spin speed because we don't have an invincibility item to let us run out, because spin speed gets cancelled after.
You take damage, yeah. Turning in the shroom, which we still haven't found the witch either, speaking of.
No. Right side desert for Fury. For Taelin.
That's good for him.
Yeah, and this will be the eventual discovery of Meyer now for Fury.
Oh right, he hasn't seen that yet because Taelin was the only one who bunny walked over here.
TR Big. TR Big chest isn't logic.
It is. Nobody's been there, but because it's over in Dark Shopping Mall, which was the whole shenaniganry for the in the first place. But that is a check we can do.
Yeah. Kingston was also over here in Sahasatsu.
Yep, and it was, so that'll be a new check. Okay, now we're going to beat Moth for Taelin.
Yep. Gotta get Taelin's second crystal. Taelin did not go in for a dice. It does not have hammer.
No, which that might be a bit of a problem. I don't think he even checked the entrance.
Yeah. Doesn't have the flippers, which were...
The flippers were... Give me a sec. Hookshot Cave entrance. So Taelin hasn't been back there with a glove yet.
Yeah. Went up the mountain twice up that way and just hasn't gone back.
Nope.
Yeah, for those wondering, early on, the boots were right side pod. Fury Mimic clipped 2 minutes into the race. Taelin bailed. I don't really blame Taelin for bailing. It's just kind of unfortunate with the boots. And then the chain to get the Moon Pearl involved, going out Desert, going from Turtle Rock, Big Chest entrance to Laser Eyes, and Taelin went out the front of TR instead, and just never went back to do the other way.
No, unfortunately. Big key to Hera. Okay, that's that's part of our go mode.
Yep. Hookshot, Desert Big. Finding Desert.
Yeah, we have access to not all of our entrances, but a lot of entrances in the game at this point with this inventory.
Yeah.
So decent chance Desert is available. The back of Desert is accessible wherever it's gone to. It was one of the places... Did we ever see the pod main entrance here?
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was. As we get a big heap to Skull Woods. Nice fetch quest.
Yeah, I mean...
And go back to check it kind of whenever that particular drop down is in Skullwoods. So just don't have Thieves Town. We don't have the big key. I don't think we really ever want to go there at this point.
No, but Fire Road right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also gonna fake powder, get the shovel.
Monkey to Castle Tower number 2. Okay, game.
Not sure if that does anything interesting for us logically, because
It was sank at the late lumberjack, so I don't think that does a whole lot of anything. Yeah.
yeah, it kind of does some weird things with Big Bomb turning, but I don't think that's going to matter because we already have flippers.
Yeah. Well, we have no idea where the bomb shop is, but yeah.
True.
Because we're still missing the bomb shop, we're still missing Saha, and we're still missing the witch among some of it. The witch back at Desert Thieves is some of our major entrances that are outstanding.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying to think, what we are starting to run lower on entrances. We obviously haven't seen either TR Main or Desert, which are both ether locks, so we can't check either of those.
Yeah, we still have a cluster on Light East Death Mountain, which is kind of the annoying thing to do and inverted.
Mm-hmm. We did find a laser bridge connector early, which was, if I can figure out where that went to.
Oh,
that was Spec Rock. It takes us to Laser Bridge, so that's one of our. So that's a mirror lock. And we have a TR bridge connector, so there's also Mimic Cave.
Yeah.
Uncle and his vanilla entrance here. I don't think we saw this earlier because that's a cape, which doesn't really do anything at this point.
Yeah. Alright. Going to do some spin strats to soften them up and then switch to the bow. Alright. That'll be Fury's third crystal. 4th dungeon overall.
$20. And our shovel is a book. Okay, that's our tablets available. And we haven't seen the Desert Main entrance either, so that's another entrance to check.
Yep.
Which Desert Main entrance is hard book locked and inverted unless you get connected out there.
This might be shovel for Fury. Or pod. Shovel or pod. One or the other.
Yeah, I could see either one here.
Oh, no, we actually, here.
That makes sense, yeah, just got the big key.
And this will be Meyer for Taelin.
That makes sense for him as well. Going to be a clearable crystal.
Oh, wait, no,
right, never mind. Duh, yeah.
You can't actually get a card.
Good point, Wally. Forgot. No boots or hookshot. Whoops. Yeah. Good catch.
Yep. That's why we pay the trackers. They get all the big bucks.
Smokey to GT number 2. And Smokey DGT number 3.
Wonderful. They had to show up eventually.
Yeah, there was enough stuff in the basement. We need that. Logically, at least, but I'm going to laugh if this is the 4th one here. No small key, so we can't do the basement. I don't think we care about that, really, unless we really have to. And, oh! Hookshot on Moldorm. Okay, game.
Alright, well. Desert Palace pick for go.
Yep.
And Funding Desert Palace, which might need either. Silver arrows at the potion
we'll
shop,
take
which
that.
Through the entrance. Back to Light World. This will probably be Agate Tower, Swamp Palace, and then I have to imagine Fairy Falls is up by checking the shovel, which I'll probably get into the book, and then I'll take him over to check Desert.
Yeah, but that'll be nice for him getting his silvers. I guess, yeah, one of the GT smalls was left side GT, so technically you were supposed to get you were supposed to get the hookshot from Moldorm to go left side GT for that key, which no.
Yeah.
The hookshot also just unlocks a lot in general, because here's all of Swamp Palace with the small key to Hera. Thanks.
Yay.
That's rude. That's just rude.
We're just looking for one item. It can be anywhere other than Landless and the Desert Princess.
Yeah, that's just rude, though, game. We just left Hera, and now they give us the big key. Okay, Fury with one item for go, just going to rush straight to the back and maybe come back after for Compass Chest and left side.
Yeah.
I don't blame him on this one. The odds are good that he is in the Desert Big Go mode. We are missing the Desert entrance. There's a decent chance we have access to it wherever it is as we get Pod 4 and are tempered. Okay.
Yes. I don't even know if Fury's going to come back and instead maybe just push into Pod after this.
Wouldn't be an unreasonable idea. Pod's got decent density. Left side swamp, and it's not too terrible to get back here. It's just in CAC. Yeah, well, unfortunately, this is just not Taelin's seed at all.
No. Again, Pod map.
Yeah. Yeah, like, Taelin's had some unfortunate last locations. Nice gold sword on Argus. But Taelin's route has made some sense. It's just not getting those boots at the start really hurt, and then just with the way they've routed, some of the last locations have been quite painful for Taelin today.
A lot of the unfortunate thing of like sticking with the bunny walking early on, which kind of understandable, but and I think also at least part of that is slightly informed by like Fury having boots and why he's at press boots having boots rather than bunny walk. Uh-oh.
Wait, big key to desert.
Uh-oh.
That might take a bit for Fury.
Don't know.
Maybe again, maybe not. He's not that far from Purple Chest right now.
Like, Fury's still looking for entrances, so if you're going to
And
go
Hammer
onto
Pegs
this...
is, yeah.
You're gonna do it. You might do it, but I don't know if that's going to be enough if that's an out.
I think Taelin's got too much to do, unfortunately. Still has to go back to, like, Taelin does not have flippers, which is why you skip the...
Yeah. Doesn't have a hammer.
Doesn't have a hammer, which was behind the flippers, because it's an Ice Palace, which is on the Light World Ice, the Lake Island, which is Light World Ice Palace. And just doesn't really have a great reason to get back there anytime fast. As we find Pod 5.
Good thing is, I think Taelin's finally going to be getting boots soon. But...
It is very, very late boots. Like,
You're
an hour and a half,
yeah.
very literally, since Fury picked those up.
You're going to get the boots and realize I could have had my opponent had these 90 minutes ago, and I feel incredibly bad.
Yeah, that's... yeah. Oh, hey, battle percent. Yeah.
Like,
see.
Okay,
here's Pod 6.
Here's K45. The last pod key.
And going to go for Castle Tower 2. We're not going to bother with beating Agate 1, I don't think. We don't need it.
No.
This is TR Big Chest for Taelin, I believe, with this route here.
Yeah.
And junk for Fury.
And
yeah, this is Desert Big here for Fury, I'd assume. Once he, well, he's gonna check this first.
Yeah.
Oh, combos. Cool. We don't need that at all, but cool.
Yeah.
Taelin is going back to pod, accidentally took the wrong Cairo Castle connector. It's the middle one you want. Oh, there's Bomb Shop, Hammer Pegs.
Interesting, but I think Fury's gonna hold off on that just for the moment.
Might have talked to him just to see if we have the crystals to go check, because that might be our entrance we need.
I mean, we had the bomb was there. We've got the red crystals somehow.
Never mind. Good point.
We have 6 of the 7 crystals anyway. So it's not desert. But Taelin is finally back in pod. It's gonna go do this.
90 minutes later, Taelin is finally going to find his boots. This is just, it feels bad.
Yeah.
And that's Desert Big for Fury, who is now in entrance go mode.
Yeah. It is going up the mountain immediately to check the 2 or 3 entrances that he can get up here.
Yep.
And this will basically confirm if we need ether or not. And after that, Fury will probably make it. We'll see. Like, might ignore shovel until powder shows up because it's so late in logic. And here we go.
Yep, there's those boots. An hour and 34 minutes in. What entrances are left? TR main, Meyer main. We got connected at Skullwood's back. Spiral Cave. We haven't seen Mimic Cave or Laser Bridge Light World. There's also this entrance here I completely forgot about until right now, which is garbage.
Well, Mimic Cave has to be a connector.
Right. Inverted.
So it's not going to be Mimic Cave, but it could be Top of Paradox. Actually, wait, no, this is... Oh, there's hammer pegs.
Big heat of thieves in the back of the pod, which we haven't found thieves. Like, we don't really want to.
No.
At this point, it's just more bait. Oh, there's Saha, which we also don't care a ton about. But well, yeah, no, we still miss. This could be Ether, so definitely turn that check. Come on, GT4, Bugnet for Taelin.
And that's it.
We are. Okay.
Here isn't good mode. We'll probably be finishing up in about less than about 1:45. Maybe a minute or two
Yeah, not
less.
too. Yeah, maybe a bit less here. Not too bad at all. Gan's going to be really, really fast with this inventory.
Yeah. Won't have the silvers, but it's got the two swords out of Swamp for gold sword, so.
Be a problem there.
Yeah.
And Taelin is back in the eastern area, heading for...
For Meyer.
Meyer, yep. Still no logic for silvers. Yeah, I don't really care.
No.
Yeah, logically need powder. They do not care.
Yeah. Taelin will have finished 3 crystals while Fury has finished 7 and 8 in the extra pendant dungeon. Just unfortunate with how the routing has all worked out.
Yeah, this has just been a fantastic route for Fury and not for Taelin today.
Yeah. Just needs to flip back to 4 or 5. Take castle, the castle connector to top of castle. We get to go straight to Omosaur. Yeah, Talon's Goma could be Hammer. That is true.
It could, yeah. Hammer doesn't actually lock a whole lot of anything this seed.
And now the funny thing I have to wonder is, what is the fastest way to get to Ganon?
But that's a great question. He's at Useless Fairy today, which,
Probably just running out from south of the castle and then up by
Top
Potion
in for
Shop.
Taelin is Dark Magician Room Lana.
Yeah. Actually, oh no, they can't. Yeah, no, actually, it can't be. Hammer can't be Gumud because Hammer's locking pod big.
That is a good point, yes.
Yeah, the glove Moon Pearl Lamb combo was really bad. The repeated bunny walking and inverted, like, it's bad, but it also makes a lot of sense because normally an inverted, like, most of the overworld entrances are in the light world, regardless of the, even though it's inverted. So, like, trying to do all your checks and trying to find your stuff makes sense. The problem kind of is that the boots basically heavily incentivized Fury to, like, never go in the light world. As little as possible.
Absolutely, yeah, because he wanted to find Moon Pearl as quickly as he could, and that really paid out here. Yeah, good mode pod and Crosskeys. Fury was last here about an hour and 35 minutes ago, and now he's back to finish it. Just this was a little bit annoying to get back to. Podkeys were kind of late this seed and never needed to come back here. There was nothing of it required in back.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you that walking me out of here is probably the so back to Useless Ferry is probably the fastest way back to Ganon. We really don't have any convenient connectors anywhere near there.
No.
I guess well, yeah, Bumper Cave's at Dark Agena, which gets you to King's Tomb, but that's not really any faster, I don't think.
No, you ain't doing that. Yeah. You could go up the right side, the left side of the castle, but then that's an extra couple street transitions going back to the right side. As opposed to here, where you just kind of... You know, you always forget that dock is there, actually.
Yeah, I'd forgot.
I usually just think of the dock up north of that.
Yeah. Got some fun facts about hot air balloons from Ganon today.
Well, unfortunately, missed the hit on the first cycle to stop the fire bats. But that's phase 3 now, and time for 12 spins.
Did you find the Silvera's new potions? No, Fury has no idea where the potion shop is.
Yeah. Turned into mushroom. Did not find the mushroom.
Nope.
Not a good cycle for doubles. Triples, so got a double.
Pretty quick fight for Taelin with silvers, and we'll pick up his third crystal as Fury finishes here.
Very nice, cheeky little slash for Ganon.
Okay, and that's GG's here to Fury, with going to finish up and take the first round with Swiss here, with an official time in a second here of 1:42:43. GG's.
GG's. See if Fury wants to come in for an interview. Doesn't have to if they don't want to.
Yep.
But... No. Yeah. Not sure if Tael's seen the race result or not. Hasn't said anything in the race room yet.
There's a pause. No. Yeah, unfortunately, Taelin is, let's see, yeah. Missing flippers, missing a hammer, missing a swamp small, actually, no, I think it looks like, which that was in GT, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of has to do ice and then into GT. It's not, like, the worst, but it's just an annoying come out.
Mm-hmm. And doesn't even know where ice is not helping.
Yeah.
Flippers themselves are Hookshot Cave entrance, which he hasn't gone back up to either.
Yeah. Let's see, Furious is in the waiting room, so we'll pull him in. GG's, Fury. Congratulations.
GG. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this seed kind of went absolutely perfectly for you, and unfortunately has gone kind of like absolutely the worst possible way for Taelin.
That's how
Yeah,
root Crosskeys can definitely go, yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Which is this.
The big thing was the boots. It pretty much immediately started off great for you because you mimic clipped into your boots about what 2 minutes into the seed.
Yeah, that felt good.
yeah, Taelin.
Talen's had them for about 10 minutes for comparison.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, opted to kind of go. Had a very hard time. Like, was I think in part maybe part this is partially because you had the boots. Spent a lot of time. Taelin spent a lot of time bunny walking in the light world, and never kind of really concentrated on the dark world like you did. I gonna guess a part of that's probably because you had boots. Why would you want to go to the light world while you have
Right,
boots?
yeah. Yes, Boots, and also if it's Bunny walking from Pearl, then I mean, so be it. That's the lesson I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also when Taelin found, Turtle Rock, the Turtle Rock big chest entrance, didn't go out the east side, instead went to the front, and then spent a long time getting back to go out there to go get your glove, to go find the connector to get to the well, to get your glove.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was pretty much a last location on his end as well. And then with pod keys being kind of late, the seed just got back to pod very, very late.
Yeah. Still
Full
hasn't.
cleared it. There was a whole lot of nothing in the back.
Yeah. Hasn't gone back up the mountain with the gloves to get the flippers, so he hasn't even found Ice Palace to go find your hammer and ice in wonderful spots, and
That was kind of rude, yeah. I was like, we can full clear ice at the top. I was like, no, we don't have a hammer. It's like, well, that might be in here, and, well, sorry for jinxing that one.
Like, when I found it, I'm like, I don't really want to go in here, but at the same time, if I don't do it now, when do I do it? So I'm just like, I'm just gonna go in now. I have Decay, and I have Swampy to Ice, and I'll make routing it a bit nicer. And then the hammer just shows up. So, okay, cool.
Yeah. And the hammer shows up on the right side of Ice Palace instead of, like, Ice Tea, which means, like, it doesn't actually really hurt you to go immediately right back upstairs and check the one chest that you have to leave. And, yeah. Yeah, Talon's fighting Moldorm right now, so he's gonna get his hook shot. Yeah, hook shot upstairs here, of course.
Yeah, that was rude. Had to go. Boots were hard to acquire this seed, which wasn't helping much of anything for Taelin, unfortunately. Needed boots to get into Mire to get your Hera big, to climb Hera to get your hookshot on Moldorm was a bit of a rude chain there.
Yeah. And all in all, I think the potion shop is actually at Desert Palace, Maine. The book said shovel spot.
So. Oh, of course it is.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's we did get a little bit of that. No idea where Thieves Town is. I'm assuming at this point it's probably it's got to either be at like Spiral or GT.
BTR or Mire main entrances never got ether.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We didn't see Pyramid Fairy, so that's another option.
But yeah, no, GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
Thank you.
Did you consider killing Trinix when you pulled the ice rod off with Laser Bridge?
I thought about it, but I'm like, there's too many better things to do elsewhere. I can always come back for this at a later time. But yeah, I definitely thought about it.
Yeah, I guess at that point, cause... Go ahead, sorry.
No, yeah, I mean, I'd all for TR small keys. I'm like, okay, maybe the small keys are telling me to go to Trinix then. So yeah, definitely under consideration. But just had too many other good things to do first, and got there in the end.
Yeah.
One of the TR smalls was locked behind a ridiculous amount of keys because one of them was on Rando Room.
No, did not remember that though.
No.
I've been maintaining an extensive and very convoluted notes sheet to help keep track of all this, otherwise I have no idea where anything is. So that's the only reason I have any idea, because we did see a lot of this scene, and it gets hard to keep track of where anything is. But GG's in any case here. Was a good race for you. Hour 42, not a bad time at all for these settings.
The starting fluke definitely helped out. I'll say that.
I mean, yeah, it definitely helps out with inverted, though. It kind of like really gets weird. Just getting to Mire and East Dark World easily. It took a while for everybody to actually go take a look at the pyramid item. I think that was just the key.
Yeah, like pyramid was the key of, let me go Control F my notes, Mire key of not much use. I think it was logically useful, didn't really care otherwise.
Yeah, and Taelin has thrown in the towel. Has DNF'd.
Yeah, GG's to Taelin as well.
Yeah, GG's.
This just wasn't his day, unfortunately, but it was... But GG's to him all the same. Certainly not finished. We've got plenty more rounds of Swiss here. I believe we've got 7 rounds this year.
Yeah.
See if Taelin wants to join us for an interview. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it should be about the usual 7 rounds, I think. And will there be any more matches today? There are races that are currently scheduled for the tournament tonight. They are not being restreamed. Winfox and Skelly are racing later. But nothing tomorrow. GG's Taelin.
Hello.
GG's.
Yeah, GG.
Unfortunate.
Oh man, I have a couple things.
Yep, go ahead.
One, that's for my first time. That was pretty fun.
Yep.
I knew where it was getting down to the point where I'm like, it's got to be somewhere dumb. And I knew where the well was. I'm like, it's got to connect somewhere. And I was racking my brain what I had left, and I remembered TR, and I was like, oh my gosh. When I first went there, I had a cane, a fire rod, and a key, and I'm like, I'm going to be super clever. I'm going to go to the front. I'm sure it's just sitting there. Super big brain. No, bad. No brain. And I just never thought to go back.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, when you pulled the small key out of, like, right side, that should have told you that's not in logic. You had to be coming in there from the front.
Yep. Yeah, I saw it, and I'm like, oh, that's not a good thing. And then Pod, I just never... I hate Pod. I just hate it so much. And so I never...
Furious had those boots 3 minutes in.
Yep, I figured as much.
Yeah.
Because where they were, I was just like, I promise you, they had those almost immediately.
Yeah, the hammer...
First thing you both did this seed.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like, everything else you kind of need is behind the hammer. And the hammer's an Ice Palace, which is... Light World Ice Palace. And the except for the flippers, which are at Hookshot Cave entrance.
Yeah, I knew I was getting down to the nitty gritty where I'm like, okay, it's an entrance that I just didn't go back to, having been all over the place a lot. And I was like, I thought about fake flippering, once I had beaten Hera, and I was like, something else had hit my brain. I was like, oh no, go do that first. And so I didn't even think about fake flippering, but I knew I was like, what's going to happen is it turns super linear at the end, and I'm just doing everything except what I should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because, like, that mountain, I had been to the mountain so many times, I'm like, I'm never going back up there, especially without boots, because it's so dang slow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just kind of unfortunate. You spend a lot of time. I think part of it is you spend a lot of time in the light world looking for stuff, which without the moon pearl, which is like fair. It's inverted. It happens.
The inverted side of it, I was just like, the risk of having a bunny walk, especially in the inverted side, I know at least is a little heavier. So anytime I found a connector, I was connector hopping. Like the first half hour, if it was a connector, I just took it. Like, let's see where it goes.
Yeah, unfortunately, like Fury had the boots, so you're not really wanting to connector hop when you have boots first.
Right. Well, that was the thing too. I was like, without the boots, even if I was with the boots without the pearl, I'm just as slow bunny walking as I would be with them. So that part didn't bother me too bad. But once I had missed the hop to get to the well, and I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
At that point, I was like, all right, we're on finish watch at this point because I know I'm super late to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time you finally got your boots, what, 95 minutes in thereabouts?
Oh, yeah.
Fury was doing his like 6th crystal, I think.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Something about that, yeah. Or finishing his 6th, going to his 7th, I think was there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was popping back to watch the race room every now and then to try to check it because I normally don't have it up. So once I saw he was done, I was like, okay, we can stop. There's no need for them to continue to watch this. I still had a good time. I thought that was super fun.
Yeah, well, that's always a thing for Rando. The most important thing is to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying it in the race room before we started that I was really thankful that they had picked so many random options so we could just be like, all right, it could be anything.
Yeah.
That was my line of thinking.
Yeah, right?
Just have fun with this.
Absolutely.
Last night, for the record, they picked a whole bunch of random options. It rolled completely vanilla Crosskeys in the
I was watching that. That was awful.
What are the odds?
I was worried that we'd just get something like, oh, you get Zelda Woods and nothing else. I'm like, come on, give me something. So yeah, no, I was very excited to see all the goofiness.
Yeah. Oh, and there were there were just straight up 2 swords and small. So.
Yep. Oh, of course there were. Well, and that was what I really got to be afraid of. Is I found everything for Trinex right pretty quick after getting the pearl, and I'm like, no, I have done one fighter sword Trinex, and I will never do it again. I'll forfeit first. That was awful.
It is pretty bad. Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Yeah. I did like Fury buying like 4 blue potions immediately after finding the what would be the Dark Lake potion, the Dark Lake shop in Inverted.
And then using them on Spike Cave.
And then immediately burning them all in Spike Cave.
Yeah, that one was funny. Oh yeah, your last sword, by the way, was in GT Rando Room. Top Taelin, there was a number of things in the basement, including Podbig was back there. There's a sword. First GT Small was there, which is kind of funny, as well as the GT Big.
Yeah, I worried about it because I did that compass side, and I was like, I don't have the equipment to kill Ice Armos. And so I kept thinking, man, that can't be the answer because I don't have any GT Small, right?
Yeah. No, there are 3 GT Smalls locked by the hook shot. At least.
Yeah, so I mean, by the time it started getting, obviously the boots miss was pretty bad, but then it just kept going to like one thing to one thing. And I was like, okay, I have missed the run at this point by quite a bit.
Yeah, this unfortunately really kind of wasn't your race today, Taelin. Early boots was great for Fury, and then it just took off from there.
Have you seen that dude? He's good without the boots.
Yes.
Yeah, when I saw where they were, because I can mimic clip, but I'm not very good at it, so I try not to do it unless I have to. And so when I saw where they were, I'm just like, I'm dead. It's already done.
I think it's understandable not mimic clipping there. It's just because it's so close to get back to. It's just that you got to go back there eventually, and unfortunately, it sounds like you didn't. So.
No. Yeah, and I should have. And I mean, this will not be the last time Pod absolutely breaks me. Let's be clear.
No, I mean,
it's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like it's not a. It's like Fury for a while was missing Samaria, just because I think he took a death in Village of Outcasts without ever going back into Desert Palace for a while. Then you did, so it didn't kill you too bad. But yeah, no, it's just like it's always a dangerous something really close to start really at the early part of the seed that you could do. That's easy to do if you want to do it, but you know.
Oh yeah, I mean,
later.
Yeah, change it up, and I decide I want to mimic clip today and get the boots. And I'm not saying it's a closer race, but it's not nearly as boring on my end because walking around was dreadful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks so much for the race, team. GG's Furious.
Yeah, GG again. Good luck for the rest of the Swiss, and thank you for the reach team.
Yeah, good luck to you both, GG's.
GG's.
So that's going to be it for us tonight. As mentioned previously, we don't have any other restreams scheduled for tonight. We do have, it's summertime, which means there's about 10 million tournaments happening on ZSR right now. Tomorrow we've got some Wind Waker Randomizer Tournament Season 9 matches, more Crosskeys. We've also got the Kabuki Tournament going on tomorrow. We've got the Twilight Princess of Randomizer and Any Percent tournaments happening, as well as Breath of the Wild's MSR tournament, so lots of stuff. Nothing confirmed yet for Restream for Crosskeys tomorrow, although if people are interested, please sign up. We've got a bunch of matches on the schedule. And we are also looking to potentially get a Kabuki match on tomorrow night at 7 Eastern as well, among other things. There's something like 20 different races on the ZSR schedule tomorrow. It's a little stupid. But plenty of stuff to be happening. If you want to check that out, there's plenty to be had. But for now, that'll be it here for us tonight. We're going to say hi to our friends at the Go Mode Podcast who are restreaming a Swiss Round 5 match of their own. See how that's going. They're about an hour in. For now, that'll be it here for us tonight. Thanks for watching, all. We'll see you next time.